Hello everybody, SlimKirby here to say, go Connecticut! Or to play more Fire Emblem, whatever. Okay, so very quickly I'm going to talk to the prisoners. And one of the prisoners actually knows Oscar. His name is Kieran. And apparently Kieran works for the Royal Crimean Knights, which Oscar actually used to be a part of. So Oscar and Kieran actually know each other from a while back. And Kieran thinks Oscar is his rival. Uh-oh. And Kieran is accusing him of being part of Dan. Curse the name of Oscar and all who call him kin. Oh, Kieran. Kieran is actually one of my favorite characters in this game. In personality-wise and in just general stats-wise. And now we're going to talk to Braum with Ike, and we're going to free him. Oh, for the love of... Come on, this way. Okay, so when you rescue these prisoners, they turn into Yellow Knights. Now, what you can do is once you get rid of all the enemies in this area, you can actually direct them or have them target on the escape square, and then they'll also escape. Now, I have no idea if they do that it counts for getting bonus EXP, but it's just something you can try. Let's see, and we still have to get out Nephenee. I love how Soren activated Adept on the prison door. That's kind of funny. But I do have one thing to talk about that I was going to talk about in the last video, but I ran out of time. Now, as I said last video, Boyd is actually at level 20, which actually makes him at a very good level to promote. Now, in order to promote, a unit has to be at least at level 10. So, quite a few of my units can actually promote now. But you really want to wait until level 20 before they actually do promote, though, because, like, if you essentially level them up at 10, that just means they'll reach their promoted max level faster, which means they'll also lose out on a bunch of stat upgrades and level up upgrades. So you want to get the units up to level 20 before they promote, and there are two ways you can promote. The first way involves using a Master Seal. It is an item that can promote any unit from level 10 or higher to the next level. Or, if you get the unit to level 20, and they advance one more level, they'll just automatically promote. So I'm going to be doing that most of the time. Now, if I have a unit that's already at level 20 and 0 experience points, or maybe even 10, 20 experience points, I might go ahead and give them a Master Seal, because they'll already reach level 20 anyways, so they won't be able to level up anymore regardless. And then I can just use the points as I see fit. So yeah, for Boyd, I might go ahead and let him level up the normal way through just getting experience, because he's almost there anyways. And I have really no use for Boyd's upper class right now. But that just means I can focus on other units for the next few battles, which is kind of a good thing. I'll go ahead and get a kill with Soren really quickly. There we go. Now, I guess one thing I'll talk about is the units that you get in this level. First, I'll talk about Braum, I guess. Braum is a knight, like Gautry. However, he's kind of at a lower level right now, so he's probably won't have the same amount of power as Gautry. But he's not a bad substitute for the time being. However, you really, to be perfectly honest, you will actually get Gautry back in a few chapters. So, I mean, you really won't have that much need for Braum if you really want to use Gautry. If anything, if you want to use Braum, really you just have to use him a lot in these next few chapters, and he should be better than Gautry regardless. But, I don't know. I think, compared to Gotri, he's inferior, but he's not really that bad of a unit. I've used him before, and he turned out pretty well for the most part. Second unit is Kieran. Kieran, in my opinion, is actually the best Cavalier/Paladin unit in the game. Just because, well, he starts out with axes, and usually when a speedy character can use axes, I mean, that's usually a good thing. And Kieran also has quite a bit of defense as well, so he can handle pretty much anything without dying. So, Kieran really does have an advantage. He'll turn out almost like Titania, maybe a little better than Titania, but I'm probably going to use Kieran in the game, in this Let's Play file. Just because, like, I like Kieran. He's one of my favorite units, personally. Okay, and the last unit is Nephenee, who is in the jail cell right now. Who I'll talk to in a little bit with Ike. Nephenee's actually a really good unit, in my opinion. She starts out kind of weak, because she's a soldier, and, like, soldiers really don't have that many good stats. Well, for enemy soldiers, anyways. I guess that she probably will have good stats. She does have good stats, considering. But, it will take her a few levels before she can actually, like, start soloing things. But, Nephenee can turn out to be one of the greatest units in the game, personally. She's really good. She just needs a little bit of time. That's usually how it is for a lot of characters in this game, like Rolf, and then another character you get later on. Some units just take time to grow before they become awesome. That's usually how characters like that work in Fire Emblem games, unless you're talking about, like, Leonardo or Fiona from Radiant Dawn. Let's see. Speaking of Radiant Dawn, I've been getting a lot of questions about whether or not I'm going to Let's Play that game. Radiant Dawn, as I've said in a past video, is the sequel to this game. It continues basically right where this game left off when you get to the end. But the thing about Radiant Dawn is it's long as hell. I mean, it really is long as hell. It's perhaps the longest Fire Emblem game in existence. That is if you don't count Creature Campaign and Sacred Stones and all the extra leveling up you'll do in that game. But really, Radiant Dawn is a beast of a game. There are so many things you have to keep track of, and just so many things you have to do in that game. So, to be perfectly honest, I really have no plans to Let's Play that game. For those who want to see that game, check out Omega Evolution. I think that's the YouTube user's name. Usually if you search like Radiant Dawn walkthrough or playthrough, you'll find it. It's one of the first ones. But it's Omega Evolution, Omega Revolution. It's one of those two. That person did a very long playthrough of the game, and it ended up being like 200 parts, even more than 200 parts. And, like, that's even more than, like, one YouTube playlist can hold. That's just giving you an idea of how long that game actually is. And I was rather concerned about doing this Let's Play, because this game is pretty long as well. But Radiant Dawn is just even longer. It's like, I wouldn't even go as far to say it was twice as long as this game. So, to be honest, I really have no plans to do a Let's Play of that game. It's just way too long, and I really don't have the luxury of time to do a Let's Play of that caliber. And since the video is about to end, I'll go ahead and wrap things up before I, get too late like I did the last few videos. So, this is SlimKirby with Let's Play Fire Emblem Path of Radiance. See you next time. Later, guys.